Good afternoon, Ingrid. My name is Tanya Powers, and I'm replying to your video thread on informed consent. I did like the fact that you looked at this from a client's perspective, a client's point of view, instead of looking at it from a counselor's. I think it's important that we continuously keep the client's best interest and welfare and wellness at the top of our mind. And so looking at this from a client's point of view will help us understand how this could potentially, how our forms could intentionally, specifically make clients feel. A couple of things that you mentioned that were in here. One of the things that you mentioned that was in the informed consent that you looked at stated that results were not guaranteed. I think that this would be, especially as a new client, would be something that would be hard to understand as a client coming in, because I think the hope is when customers or when clients do come in is that there is hope for them. And I think being very welcoming and helping them feel very safe, and that as a counselor, you know, that they're in this with the client for the long haul. They're in this to help them get to their best state of wellness and be the best they can be. I think that's so important that we stress that in the informed consent so that they have a firsthand view of who we are and, you know, the fact that we're in this with them and we're not just going to abandon them, which I think could be some clients, some of the issues that they're coming in with. The techniques and how counseling works. I think as a new client, you did mention this in your video, the mention of techniques, and that maybe you would like to see more of how that works. I think the fact that the counselor or the informed consent did cover multicultural counseling and several other items that he was maybe had a specialty in. I think it's important too that when customers or when clients come in, that they're very well aware of how the counseling process works. You know, that we don't expect them to be completely better in one session, but again, that we just really encourage clients to keep going and to stick with it and let them know that us as the counselor is there with them through the whole process. I would like to mention in decision assessment and counseling, and I would like to quote a sentence that it says that competence is a psychological and legal term describing a state of mind that consists of ability to reason, understand, and the ability to appreciate the consequences of one's decision. I think, like, as a counselor, it's super important that we explain that the client knows that we are competent in what we're doing, that even though we may not be a specialty practice or a specialty counselor, that we are very competent in what we're doing and that they can trust the process and they can trust the counselor. So I really enjoyed reading or listening to your video thread. I do hope that you know, the informed consent form that you did look at will kind of help guide you as you go into counseling. And I look forward to hearing more from you in other threads as well. Clients don't understand the ACA Code of Ethics. I don't think they know coming in what to expect. So I think as a counselor, it's our job to inform them. Thank you.